welcome to our reviews. Today we're reviewing the NECA Nightmare Before Christmas Series 3 Santa Jack Skellington. So, yeah, a little bit of a holdover from my Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, as it is Christmas, the day of Chris. And, Santa Jack is a very nice little thing to do on Christmas. So, yeah, it's essentially the same sort of body as you'd be getting from one of the other Jacks, except it's got the extra Santa-y kind of stuff. Pretty good figure, comes with lots of cool accessories. Doesn't seem to be broken in any way at the moment, which is a good thing. Not something I can say for some of the other figures I've gotten out of this line. But anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, scope, paint details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off quick size comparison. Here we have Jack, 6-inch Marvel Legends size Hellboy, 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe size Wolverine. As you tell, Jack is tall. He would probably fit in with a 6-inch scale display just because he is supposed to be tall. Of course, he is way too big for 3 3/4-inch scale, but I find that the Jack figures all have a nice height to them, so that's all very good. Anyway, let's get the other two out of here and just look at Jack. Alright, starting off with our 360 spin, you can see Jack here. He's got his big red suit on. See, he's got a black belt around there, tails in the back. He's got his bony fingers with little bits of fur above those and above the boots, which are essentially just big long black sticks. He's got his beard there, which goes all the way down his waist. He's got his hat. We will zoom in on the head sculpt in a minute. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty basic design. Jack's never been a very complex-looking character. So, yeah, let's zoom in on the head sculpt really quick. Alright, zooming in on the head sculpt, you can see he's got his hat up there. Nice texturing on the fur and on the beard as well. The face sculpt's pretty simple. He does have the winking eye thing. There is another Santa Jack that has a normal kind of face, and I think there's another Jack that's not a Santa Jack that has this winking face, but I don't really remember. If I kind of tilt the camera down, you can see some more of that texture on the beard. It all looks very nice. Anyway, let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Jack's head is on a ball peg, so that'll tilt in and out, forward and back, side to side, rotate, all those sorts of things. His beard is on a hinge, so that'll go up and down. The hat doesn't seem like it wants to rotate or anything, but it could just be stuck. It does feel like it's loose enough that it might be articulated, but if it is, mine's stuck. Ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back, bicep cut, single joint elbow, wrist cut and hinge. It's got a little diaphragm joint here in the waist, so that can tilt side to side, forward and back, and rotate. Ball joint hips, in and out, forward and back, upper thigh cut, single joint knee, and that is it. As always, these Jack figures are impossible to stand up without a base, as he just demonstrated, as he's not fully on his base right now, so I could demonstrate leg articulation. So, yeah, you're going to have a base for him. He's not going to want to stand up at all. And articulation is pretty good, though, so you can get him in some poses if you can get him to stand up properly. Anyway, Jack comes with several accessories, some of which are really cool, so let's go ahead and look at those. Jack comes with this little white-suited elf guy. He's got some green on his hat, down there on the pants. He's got a little scarf. Articulation-wise, he does have a little ball-jointed head here, so that's pretty good. And then he has cuts here at the shoulders. No other articulation. He's probably about as well articulated as like the lock, shock, and barrel stuff is. So he's not too bad. You can get him in some poses and have him sitting around and stuff. There is a piece of sheet music and a candy cane. Those are sort of accessories for the elf, but I guess you could have Jack hold them as well if you wanted to. There is this little penguin. This little penguin cannot stand up and is also very derpy looking. But he has these tiny little legs and he will not stand up at all. But he's sort of reaching out. He's sort of in a running pose because one of his legs is kind of bent, so he looks like he's supposed to be like chasing after something or something like that. Either way, he won't stand up, so you'll have to do something to make him stand up if you want to display him. And last but certainly not least, as a matter of fact, far from least, best thing is the big evil wreath. I always liked that wreath. It was really cool, and he's got proper detailing, got the little berries and stuff in there, evil eyes, big bow, and he's got little bendy vine tendrily things, which are really cool. They're bendy. Put them in any pose you want to, and hang him on something, have him constrict things. Really cool. By far the best accessory here. And of course, Jack comes with his little base that he requires to stand. It's just a little black oval with 2 pegs on it. That's all for the accessories, so let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, it is your standard NECA Nightmare Before Christmas packaging. Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. Santa Jack down there at the bottom lists all the accessories. On the back, a little description. Picture of Jack and all the other figures that they were selling at the time. I think it's also pretty much all of them, but not quite. As always, these are good for in or out of package display, so yeah, Santa Jack. Alright, that wraps it up for Jack, so until next time, goodbye, and Merry Christmas. Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.